Alright folks, we're going to be starting our second stream for today. We're going right into some Kerbal. Looks like Twitchy did finally make it home, but was like after we ended our Astroneer stream, and he's going to be doing some, you can probably hear him right now in the background, he's doing the dark multiplayer that he would have normally been doing yesterday, so that's why I didn't stream yesterday with him. So I guess we're doing it today. We are now live.
It's going to be very interesting to see if they can even fly it from the lander can now that I stop and think about it.
Get my chat open again.
I don't know if that's a thing.
So yeah, second stream for the same day. Hope you guys are liking it.
No. I think we have a new habitat on base. Alright, let's just try it. I'm going to press T. No, we can't do that. I'm going to press Z. No. Absolutely nothing can happen. So not only do we need to make some arrests.
Okay, first thing we got to do is get us. We might as well send a new rover up there.
We need to send someone down here.
I'll open because I fixed.
Got from a claw.
Fixed my one rover
anyway, I need
system. Where is it at? Let me find it here. Race rover. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm sure I had someone on the poles. Did I blow it
oh
up?
yeah, that's right. It is.
Did I blow them up?
Load.
That's the question. I don't.
And I just got to remove one little tiny part from it.
Did I do a powered landing?
So that I could launch it, which is that gravity sensor right there, and that should allow me to launch it.
I don't reckon.
Everything else should be good to go, ready to go. Yes, we're good. Launch.
I might see if I can actually edit it on server without changing anything, but it's such a high risk. Such a high risk. Yeah, none of these actually seem to be what I'm after.
Set the moon as our target.
Either got deleted somehow.
We're actually at the perfect time to launch.
Hey,
so let's just go. Toggle. Launch. Go. I hope that my staging is right. Looks like it is. Okay, we're good.
Immediately, it's going to crash on me, right? That is the horrors. The horrors.
Let's screenshot that. We're sending.
I was about whether I want to build
sending new race rover with
that said,
fixes.
These are generally better
Anyone can use power if they want.
Maybe I'll do that at some point.
So let's check the stream here real quick.
Yeah, I think that's long enough.
Make sure
induce a crash.
OBS says we're doing okay.
That's a hope. It's a hope. Like fingers crossed. Tracking station. That's just a quick shot from Landstryder. I'll do that whilst in the transition screen. Turns out. Landstryder. Why have I once again gone into the wrong place? Oh, such a lift. Such a lift. That's your.
I'll turn Twitch up just a little bit so I can hear him because I got YouTube way low. You guys might be able to see him a little bit, hear him a little bit better too.
It's going to be send new race rover with fixes. Anyone can use the old one if they want. Okay, there's the break. I noticed this happening on Landstryder's stream when I was watching him. Like he'd start typing and then it would send him back to the beginning.
Oh yeah, we had that.
I should imagine.
Yeah. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
0 bits of debris. I am shocked.
Would it kill your stream if
everyone's playing 7
we was
Alright, rescue craft with flight capabilities. Would be handy, right? Would be handy. We need to take 2 of these, so I think I might do one of those and one of those. I mean,
our first stage is about to run out of fuel.
And up on top, I want to put a... Would it kill your stream if we were in Discord together? Maybe, mate. Either that or we would be, like, robot-y. Yeah, actually, I would need to shut everything down and change the way that I've got my audio set up, man. Now I stop and think about it. I was like, oh, I'm willing to give it a go. But yeah, no, everything would be in the wrong place, man. Either the people would have the game sounds and not you, or you and not the game sounds, which would be okay, but that would mean just starting everything over again. Next time, we'll try it. Maybe not on Saturday, but definitely the next Tuesday stream. We'll give that a go.
Maybe run
one of these down.
on.
Because it would be, and I'm fully with you here, it would be so much easier to coordinate missions if we were all in the same place. I mean, I'd kind of like to get everybody in Discord if we can. We'll try that next Tuesday. likes your science pods.
Oh, yeah, just keep an eye.
My phone doesn't have data or anything, so I'd end up trying to rip it through my internet as well. Oh wow, you do like your science pods, but they'll with little re-entry. Oh man. Oh, I like this a lot actually, Zed. I do. Where are you sending this bad boy? Where are you sending it?
We are
my brain
still...
went hiccup. Let's put these down over here. Get a few of these led down. And of course, what am I forgetting? Everybody say it with me. Put some parachutes on, you idiot. So let's do that right now, shall we? Maybe have two.
I should have staged a while ago. Ooh, something blew up.
It's a good flag.
What blew up? Ah, one of my legs on this thing. Dang it, I didn't realize they were even...
Hey, Atomic Waves.
Oh.
Do asteroids give you any science? I believe they do,
must have hit the G
actually.
button.
I believe you can do a single asteroid science.
Well, I guess that's not going to be standing up straight.
So that may have been a modern game.
Oh, don't need those landing legs.
Let me know. There was another... Oh, no, I'm thinking...
Don't have to have them
again. I'm like, there's another type of parachute.
Almost there, almost there.
It's another one that I'm working on. So that's all good.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
just
Look at
bringing
that. Stop.
two people
Just the right
home,
time.
right? I'm probably going to want to have science with me, right?
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Almost perfect.
Do I need to particularly worry about a heat shield if I'm only coming back?
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Landstryder, we are. I've got to figure out how to get a rover on this attachment.
Rover on this attachment. Oh, I see.
Connection error, no, because the target machine actively refused it. Really? Sorry, we've got someone...
You can...
Let's try... I'm going to send you the IP again, man. Let's see if you...
Man, I really wish I could talk to him, because I could explain to him how to get that on
maybe
there.
There was a... Oh, I pressed the wrong button too many times. Maybe there was an error in transcribing. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not sure. Other people are logging in, so I would imagine that it's okay. Let's call this one rescue. Rescuer. Yep, that's good. We'll save that. Leave. I'm back home. We'll get in now and get ready for serious spam. I'll post all 24 of your war machines. Okay, yeah, cool.
Here comes the moon.
I mean, that is for Discord, right? If I go out, TSG, I'm going to find out what
where are we landing? Oh, they're on the other side now, so I need to actually...
Copy them down. So that
get into orbit
is my
here,
set of settings, dude. I would recommend pausing it right now so you can take down all the details. It should be everything. Like, this should just be...
I want to drop right into a fairly low orbit.
So, cool, I'll go back in.
So that I can then...
And that is my hot chocolate.
Decide...
So, Atomic Wave 525, how are you doing out there? We are currently all playing on a multiplayer server together. If you would like to join in, if you have the game, do feel free to join in.
Let me check my chat real quick. I haven't done that.
We are currently only running the Kerbal Engineer mod, and of course the MP to make this happen.
Yeah, but we're okay.
Feel free to come along. I've just noticed that I've got 101
It's actually closed. Man, I kind of hate to close
this
this chat because it's kind of...
that needs to be taken up. But I think I'm going to be working for better wheels or something like that. That's heavy landing, specialized control.
That's a good place for that. Okay, that should do.
Precision engineering does give me the relay.
Get ready for the maneuver.
And more importantly, the stack decoupler.
I shouldn't have to worry anything about power or any of that now. We're good there.
I would like to go all the way down the experimental sciences line. I've given myself hiccups. This is not a good way of doing the stream. Let's have a look up here as well. Heavier rockets, precision propulsion. I mean,
I do like that little extra maneuver thing that I have. That's due to a add-on that I have installed.
Could hold on. All right, I need to build a more powerful rover. Something that's got a little kick to it. And we'll now that we've made the return pod, or at least got the basis of what I want from the return pod,
swing this giant thing around.
2 capsules with some parachutes on them. We should be able to do okay with that. Let's try and make a rover that looks a little bit like this. It's going to look a little bit...
We need to get down to about 30 seconds before the maneuver, before we even hit the...
channeling the idea of the jet.
So we can
let's
speed that up a little bit.
On it, of course. Kind of want to make it quite large, because the larger it is, the more stable, right? The larger it is, the more stable. That's what I'm working with anyway. is what I'm working with. So down here we got these ones, and I'd like them to be copied out if at all possible, and down like that. Okay, so that should be like, what's the word I'm looking for?
All right, almost
these
there.
Don't break.
In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit the engine. Oh wow, that totally changed my estimated burn, didn't it?
They are landing gear. They are designed to be hitting the floor at quite a rate. I would prefer them to be out further, but I'm going to go with it. And then in.
Go ahead and just execute this maneuver.
More fuel tanks, like two at the sides, like this. Do they look somewhat pleasing? I mean, somewhat. I would like something on the front to make them kind of look.
Almost there. Almost there.
Aerodynamics in this slanted.
Close enough. That should be a good orbit. Yep, that's a good orbit. Okay, now...
Okay, I'm going to go with that. And then maybe...
Let's figure out what we need to do to drop down really close to these guys.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's grab this. It still feels a little small to my mind, actually.
Just over top of them.
Do we want to add more? Yeah, I think we're going to add some more. Come down like this. I'm actually going to take these off.
Massive amount of fuel left here. Way over-engineered this to get to the moon. But the reason it's over-engineered for the moon is because it's actually designed to go to
that was not
Joel.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, there we go. We got ourselves a little bit copied out there. That's really nice. Not sure how I feel about this slope now that it's further away from the front than it was. I might live with it though. I might live with it. Let's see what the screenshot we got going on here. Another 3. It's quite the plane, man. That is quite the plane. I don't know how it's going to fly on the moon, though. I don't know how it's going to fly on the moon.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I had to make a new account. Oh, TSG. Oh, of course, because you're on a new machine. Something would have changed. Ah, sorry, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like DMP is super, super picky about its hash files. And if everything doesn't match exactly, it's like, nope, this is a new person, I won't allow it. It's like, oh, come on, guy. It's like, nope, won't happen. Which button am I supposed to be pressing here?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the science at this point.
Like this,
or worried about that once we get down to the surface.
Somewhat in contact with the floor, but not enough to actually...
Man, I want to warp there, but I'm a little concerned that would be too close to the ground.
How much sponge do these have in them? How much give do the springs have? Spring strength.
Well, it seems like I should be still pretty high.
Probably not the best idea, but I would also then like to turn the down all the way up. So
whilst
it will munge down, it won't like bounce up and down when that happens. And then hopefully that will bring these.
If I put that in, does it tell me what my actual altitude is at that point? Don't see anything that tells me that.
Being like the same height. I don't want them to be the same height. I want there to be like a yeah, we could run over a Kerbal head. How do you read the Delta V map? Oh, you kind of add stuff up. Okay, here, let me show you, dude. Let me show you. Hopefully I should be able to do this for you.
And I really want to just warp over there, but I'm scared. Let's do it.
Delta V map. Okay, that's cool. Where is my OBS? Okay, cool. Monitor. Bam! Why is it always in this place? So I come into this Twitchi, or you could have got an image search, I suppose. But down here you've got this. Literally, you start at Kerbin, and
I should have worked a little close, a little less.
I didn't mean to click there. So say we're going to Juna.
Let's just
you go
3,400
plus another 1,000. I always do ballpark figures like this because it's a lot easier. So you go 3.5, 4.5.
We can fix this by just give it enough thrust to get over there.
Like these two together, about 6.
Yeah, those are going to
6, and then of course you need to double it back, so 12. I would go with 14, maybe 15, because I'm
not over there is my original landing.
But yeah, you just add up these numbers and then add up the way back. And like, if you really want, you can like break it down into individual stages. Like, so this is your first lifting stage. So this is what your bottom rockets have to give. Here is your interplanetary section here, and here is landing and coming back. Yeah, I hope you can see how that is. So this is to like get an encounter.
There we go. Now we're gonna get where. Now we're gonna land pretty close to where we want, I think.
Eccentric orbit.
Let's just check that from the map
view. This is the landing. These little triangles.
Oh yeah, let's do just a little bit more.
So you could avoid these costs.
That should put me down right in the middle of that group of stuff.
Up if I'm doing that. So that's how I do that.
Awesome. Let's get retrograde.
Awesome. Okay, how is this craft doing?
Because that's going to take a minute to spin around. Hopefully I'll get... Oh yeah, I should be plenty all the way around before we get too close.
What I want to do, and I think I've got the... I've only got these ones. Maybe I'll use these then. Is to put lots of engines underneath. My language just totally broke there. I was like, la 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 la. Put lots of engines underneath to be able to give myself stability when I am flying, and hopefully be able to lower myself down. Now, the way that I'm going to do it is by... we're going to have uneven burns, right? Super uneven burns.
Spin this so we actually are...
Because these fuel tanks at the back here are not great, and they're not in line with the centre of mass. Now, if I brought these forward a bit, like literally in line with this, that could work, but that just seems silly to me. What I'm gonna do is make it so...
We're getting pretty close to the surface here, so we need to...
I was gonna try and figure out some sort of way to get the burn rate coming down in an even manner, but I don't think I'm gonna be like immediately successful on that. I just got a feeling. Just got a feeling. Okay, so if I bring these... it'd be good to have two rather than one at the front here. Can I do it like that, and then we will figure out... It's
actually perfect because it's pushing my lateral
dihedral or wings. So the camber, the pitch,
horizontal speed down to 0, which is what we want when we hit that ground.
So that is what I want there. Okay. By pressing the 2 and
now this time I need to remember to cut the engines before I drop this big
awesome.
big old tank,
hopefully,
so it doesn't fly off like it did last time. That would, while funny, was not my intention.
I mean, like, look at the height difference in that already. Actually, so I don't think that's really where we want it. Like that. Let's give it a quick test rove.
Touchdown.
See if it works. And then we'll figure out how we can science it. Test row. We can put science boys back here, and that'll push the center of mass forwards. Yeah, we'll try that in a second.
Perfect! We did it! We even peeled that engine off. We didn't need that engine.
Yeah, maybe we've got a little bit more of a...
And we're good, and we're loose.
But I think the
goose is loose.
Didn't put any solar panels on it.
Go. Push. Crew report. Temperature scan. Hit the brakes.
Number 3 has shared a screenshot.
Keep all that.
Oh, Landstryder's also shared a screenshot. Landing on the moon. Because he carries a harpoon.
Come on, brakes.
And this is TSG starting again. Oh, my friend. I feel bad. I wish there was a way that I could give you some super science. But it didn't quite work, we've discovered. Okay, so I'm gaining
there we go.
speed.
Now we're stopped.
This
Yay,
is good,
we're
right?
stopped.
This is good. Look, normally you roll that way. Down
and I got an engineer, not a scientist. What the heck?
Runway.
Take surface sample, get an EVA report. Keep.
Yeah, okay. I would like to bring this more into contact, I think. Not enough. Of course, no power. We knew that was a thing, but it works. That's the main thing, but it worked. I hope.
Push forward, see if we can keep these rolling. Get to a new area. Oh, did we not get a material study? Let's get a material study.
Said I wanted to do back here. We're going to take that off. Put some Science Boy Juniors on the back here. They're not Science Boy Juniors. I don't know why I call them boys. Let's put that like so.
And we're driving.
Like, they can be whatever.
We're roving on the moon.
Let's put that there as well.
We left some debris down there. We can go back and refuel this vehicle from either of those tanks back there.
Overlays now.
The big tank might disappear though, because I bet it's registered as debris. Now, fortunately, the Race Rover probe will stay.
It's not too far off being in the right place.
Go push up this hill.
If I throw a little bit more weight on the back here, and honestly, I don't think these science pods are going to be the little bit of weight we need. But if I did, we can start moving it just back ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Maybe put
Race Rover is racing
there. I like that. Cool. We also could do with some more electrical. And then the real question is, how am I going to refuel this? That is a question I've not answered so far. I haven't even thought about that. I'm sure there's going to be a way.
I think I went through and changed all of my...
Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Still not far enough.
All of my reaction wheels to SAS only, which is why it's not going completely crazy when I go a little bit airborne.
It still looks like it's clear.
Maybe I didn't, because because that was not good.
There we go, just like that.
Let's check that.
Hopefully. It's literally just hoping.
No, it's not. That should be SAS only.
The other thing I wanted to do was move
this one should also
now.
be
Have I got the right tool selected? I have. Thank
SAS
you.
only.
Move them in
And
to that position. That looks
these all
great.
need to be.
That should allow me to land. Hopefully. If everything works out. What I really need is some retro rockets.
Does that copy around?
But we should be cool with that. We should be
No.
cool. It's a shame I can't fold these little wheels here away. That would be ideal.
Just 2 more I gotta get. This one too.
I think I should also
SAS
probably
only.
put some battery packs on, just so like when nighttime falls, I don't need
Of course, SAS is on,
have a
which
problem.
could have been, you know.
Here? Yeah, we said at the back, right? Bam.
Close that back up.
Didn't move it at all.
Push up this hill. Oh,
what else is missing? Parachutes. I don't intend to bring it back, but just in case, let's put some parachutes on it. We're going to put 2 at the front there and 2 at the back here, like so. That's not quite perfect center of masses, but that's pretty good. What else?
I'm going to get to another biome so I can
Maybe
get some more science to send up to my science station.
Guys can jump up there. People can jump, I'm fairly sure. A couple of lights on the front for when we are making a night landing, as we inevitably will because we don't want to.
Oh, lights! Yeah, turn on our lights. There we go.
I think we're okay.
It's looking pretty good.
I think we're okay. Hopefully, this one is going to be less prone to explosions.
Yeah, our rover definitely likes the area.
All that. Let's save it and launch it. I'm not sure how I'm going to actually lift this. I went to reach for my cup and it's empty. I'm not sure how I'm actually going to attach this to the rocket. Probably going to attach the rockets to either side of it, actually.
We should be able to get up to the Midlands here.
So we'll go with that.
By all these guys. Maybe over there would be Highlands, I'm not sure.
Okay, let's get in there. Okay, that appears to work for me. Definitely picking up speed like that. Let's turn around. Could probably do with more wheels because it seems to be quite a slow burn. I shudder to think what we would do against any sort of hill. But I suppose that's why I got the rockets underneath, right?
A bit of a dip there I was a little concerned with, but we cleared it. We cleared it. So what do you guys think of the race rover? Is it sleek? I think it's sleek.
Yeah, we are taking a power drain, but that's okay. Let's turn Yeldy traction control up and see if that does anything. All that did was turn the motor down. What if I do that?
I want to get up to at least the Midlands.
I kind of feel like that's picking up speed more, but maybe that's just like I've started rolling, so I'm like getting over inertia less or something like that. I'm not sure.
I'm going to tab out to just kind of see what his...
because we're going down now. Will it go up?
Twitchi's rover is looking hilarious.
Okay, that was kind of alright, but we're only moving at 10 meters per second, and that is not good.
So that's pretty good. I actually managed to get a new race rover up here.
I mean, I suppose we're
pretty
moving
quick
at
time.
1G. I mean, is that good? Does that count? And any turning just rips down my speed. It's a good idea, but I don't think it's a great implementation. I think that's my problem, right?
Yeah, I think if I get up to the Midlands and get that science, and then down into the crater and get that science, I'll load up one of these probes and send it up to the space station.
I bet I did that already.
Or the science lab, I mean.
Burp, burp. And recover. Nice.
And I need to remember to check my chat occasionally.
TSG, share the screenshot. Let's go. Let's see what you've been up to. What have you been
Is
up
that
to?
the Tesla? No. The Tesla Roadster, yeah.
You are on your way down to engineering. Nice, nice. That is where you want to be going, buddy. That is definitely where you want to go.
And it does. It could imagine that being a Tesla.
Do too much stuff. Is it crashing out? Okay, cool. You. Not the computer. The game. My computer's generally all right.
Still in the lowlands. Come on.
So if we take off the middle nose cone on the back, we could probably just like launch this on a rocket as is. Do we want to try that? Like this? We just rip that off that.
Surely by the time we get to this upper hill, we'll be in the Midlands, right?
And obviously
Top
we
of the
need
hill?
a scientist in there.
I hope so.
Why would we not? We need a proper name. Anyone got a proper name? Iserton. We're going to call this the Newton then, right? New Tom? Yeah, we're going to call it the New Tom. Because it's Tom, but new. I don't know. So that's looking pretty good. Let's not look out that door because that always causes me a few little frame rate issues. I'm sure at some point that's going to get fixed, and I'm still going to be I'm looking out the door. It's going to mess me up.
I need a little engine here.
I did save. Let's save that.
Get up this hill. Oh, that's a steep
The reason being,
change in inclination.
It's always easier to
right
build a rocket in the VAB, you know, the vehicle assembly building, than it is in the space plane house. It's almost like it's only really made for making space planes.
Come on, get up the hill.
No. Oh, I mean, I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Push, 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 push. Hey, maybe we can go suck the fuel out of somebody else's vehicle over there. Not that we can really take on that much fuel right now. So.
A little bit concerned there. I thought it wasn't going to boot back up. And I was like, no, why? Why would you do that? What possible reason?
Keep it up to about 10-ish, 10 or so meters. I mean, I can probably go faster. I figured out that these,
I told you,
except for extremely quick changes in inclination, these wheels can handle about 30 meters per second around the moon most of the time. But there are a few places where there's like real extreme changes in the inclination.
As we all do. I mean, who doesn't fly safe? You've all witnessed the amazingness of my flying safe.
Let's get up this hill. There's a big mountain over that way. You should be able to get even higher.
Parachutes in particular. Do I have a scientist up there right now? I don't think I do, but it's okay because it's not actually built with test rove. What are you doing there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that should hopefully be gone. That was,
A3's loot? What's his loot? Let's go take a look at this. I'm curious.
Curious. Oh, no, he's already moved. Alright, sweet. You. Vehicle assembly.
Oh,
can't make a rocket that gets more than 10,000 Delta V. More sections, more stages, if you will, rather than bigger rockets. I remember having this problem with myself. You need to, make lots of little bits that you throw away more often. That's
Toggle SS because I think I'm going to go over an inclination here, and I want to be able to.
We're going to open. What are we going to open? We're going to open.
I'll be able to flatten myself back out.
Right, weird like that. Newton. There we go. Nice. All right, that's what we're looking for.
Still in the lowlands here. Come on, get me up to the Midlands at least. Please tell me that this is Midlands up here.
Underneath. All right, cool. Fuel tanks. I kind of want to go immediately onto a big one, but it doesn't look like we've got the room for that. So if I do that and then immediately go
turn
to
that SAS back off.
Now we could, of course,
so I don't
use things
slam
like,
my front end into the ground going over one of these bumps.
Like these adapters.
Midlands! We did it! And managed to get up to the Midlands. Let's hit the brakes. Oh, we've already got the science from here.
Like that. Of course, once again, we will need to make sure that we've got a little bit of brain power in this. There's nothing quite as bad as throwing away a stage and then going, right, now I'm going to put it somewhere else and going, oh, I can't.
I wonder if any of these people have a scientist with them.
That like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. I saw a chat come in there. If you make a central part of a stage and form stacks around it, you can always separate the stacks 2 by 2. Oh, asparagus staging, yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, we ran out of charge. Dang.
Instead of having 3 tanks and an engine, you have like 2 tanks and then another stage underneath.
What ran us out of? Oh, because I've been running the wheels. Oh, and the lights. Lights take power. There's a lot of lights in this thing.
I threw myself off by saying
let's shut down the regular lights here.
More fuel tanks down underneath there. I actually want 3. I mean, we're only going to the moon. Hey.
Okay, so
thanks.
I'm tempted. Well, no. I should be able to put all this science in my lab, which is right there.
Do I not have the main
but what I need to do in the meantime is bring this other race rover close to over here, because it's got scientists in it, and I forgot to bring my scientist.
That's fine. Cool.
So let's switch over to the other race rover.
Separate. Okay, that's also cool. We could probably actually, now that I stop and think about it, do with some RCS on this, be able to like push forwards and backwards. But we'll sort that out in a second. We'll sort that out.
Alright, we need to get our
right now. I want to be like,
scientist over to the other race rover.
No, I want to be like putting this down in the middle here, probably about there-ish, right? Because that's where the center of mass was. No, not like that. There we go. Mirror. Thank you. That's actually really what I wanted. Oh, you're so useful. So useful.
Shut down.
And then I want to put some forward-facing RCS ports like these bad boys here. Can we put them right on the top?
I don't care if I wreck this one a little bit, because this is the one that doesn't have the... Ooh, yeah, we're definitely going fast.
No, there's a serious point somewhere. Okay, so that's facing down and forwards. That's not what we want, though. We just want forwards. So how are we going to make this go...
Just getting ready
like
for...
Is that good? Does that look like it's just a backwards? Just so we can stop. That's kind of a useful one there. We can lift off with rocket engines.
Just in case we get airborne too much. I think we're okay, though.
Set of those. No, let's not do... let's use that. not the command I wanted. And then try and find... Oh, the very tip of a circular thing. Yeah, that's going to work well, isn't it? Let's, in fact, then go there until the point where it starts to turn. Yeah, there. So I'm going to go here on this bit, right there. Awesome.
Oh, this one doesn't have the SAS.
Three,
let's
make
turn the
this
SAS
once
off.
again
That'll
straight
work.
down. It's not quite straight down. It's going to lift my tail.
Oh, this
up a
doesn't
little
have
bit.
the SAS only set.
That's close enough. Push it into the
Careful
floor.
about that.
That's good.
Oh, we gotta go through and do it all though.
So you want a little bit
SAS
of
only.
power now.
SAS only.
Just gonna put a few of these. Not like that though. Not
SAS
like
only.
that. Four sounds good. Two as well as a few batteries just in case. And I want to destroy this. That's basically what's going on here. Is I want to blow it up. I want to also structurally do this one.
SAS only.
Just to make sure it doesn't like, wobble about too
And
much.
one more.
Nothing quite as bad as a wobbly
SAS
plane.
Okay, there we go. That
Plane,
should fix it up.
rocket, lol. So once we've done that, we want to get
Now we're not
ourselves a few
all
more things
squirrely.
underway. So
Well,
let's compact
other
it
than the
down.
fact that we're in low
That's
gravity
fine. I
and
didn't
don't have a lot
want
of traction to the
turbine.
wheels.
Thank you. Must have been on hangover from last time. So yeah, 9.2. I thought this would be a little bit underpowered.
But you see, we cruise along 20 meters. We actually were at 30 meters
back
for
in
there
the
for a
day, I used
bit.
to just be like, yeah, put more rockets around the outside. But I don't think that actually does a big improvement. You know, despite like 4 times the fuel, we only get 1.5 times the. So we need to add things that are a little bit more efficient, which I mean could be solids. Where are we trying to get here? 3.5. That's not even up to orbit yet. I want the.
Let's keep it around 30. We're okay. We're okay. Now when we go over the top of this mountain, we might have an issue.
6. Yeah.
So we'll need to turn just a little bit here.
Do I want to do a large one? There's the question.
Keep it headed towards there.
Large boosters.
And
I could do large.
we can't tell which ones these are.
I think I might. Oh, excuse me. Once again, man, it creeps up on me. Mid talk. It's not what I want. It's not what I want.
Now I wonder if that's a crater.
This over here. Let's try
look at the
some
map
nose cones.
real quick.
Nose cones.
Man, we're on the dark side though.
These fuel lines moving inwards.
Ooh,
Down
how's the battery on this one?
Down
Not
and in.
bad.
Okay, so
now leave the lights off on this one too, so we don't run our batteries dead.
It's giving us a bad staging. That's what it's giving us. So you come down here and you also come down here. That should be better staging now. All right, that's a 6.5. So we doubled the delta V there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's get ourselves a little bit of struts on the go. Of course, we're building a rover here today to go to the moon because last time I built a rover, it wasn't really very stable on there. Super Gary Gamers, like EA Display is working. Jabone Shine, yeah, kind of, man, kind of. This is a career mode. No, this is a science mode game. That is because Dark Multiplayer doesn't deal with reputation very well. You know, there's one stat that's all about reputation. Well, DMP likes to kill your Kerbals and put them back in place all the time because that's how it tracks all the things around. It takes away the old one.
We lost a bit of stuff.
Because it can't change the forces. I mean, it would, but like pushing it around, it would look all weird and funny. So they take things away and put them down. But that technically means that you're
the SAS
killing
not working at all now?
5 times a second.
Oh no!
Something like that. So you can imagine how bad your reputation
They're like,
is.
oh.
Very
Oh, there they go.
Okay, so this is all looking good here. We then want to put some.
Well, so much for those guys.
Inside, maybe. I mean, we're at 6. I think we only need 7 to get.
Oh, that was funny. Well, I was trying to bring the scientist over, but I got a little too zealous.
I think you'll find 6.5 or something like that. I don't know.
Let's go back to the race.
I aim for like 8.
Let's make sure we're on the right one
that's
here.
Good, right? That is 6.5. That's not good. Let's
should be the
no,
it's definitely not that one. Race Rover Pro.
Maybe
no, we want the Race Rover.
After. That is only 6.
Fly.
That's rubbish. Give us this. Did that actually add anything at all? 6444. 667. That's rubbish. That was just like the worst.
Oh.
Let's try this instead.
Okay.
Are we going to burn through the solids before liquids? So DMP has a reputation for destroying your reputation. You could say that. You could say that. Use asparagus staging. I mean, I could. Should we do a quick talk on asparagus staging? So the way to do it is if you find yourself with like 6 or more bits around the outside here, if you just kind of remove this one and make it just a pair. like that, down here. You can see we've got pairs. So you come into it like
And
this.
I really need a scientist here to
now,
reset
the problem, I will explain some problems with asparagus.
I suppose Bill can do it, can he?
Explain some problems. I'm then going to take another pair and put it in line with where the last 6 were. But instead of having this running into the middle, run it into the
Can you? I'm pretty sure you can't do anything.
Now this works with the same principle as
falling on the ground.
as having all the ones around the outside feeding into the middle, but is like super uber.
Oh, he can.
Version,
he can restore.
So it's taking
only scientists.
Making
He gives him an option, but he
one
can't.
Down the stage be the one that burns all its rocket fuel, and then you throw them away as you don't need them. Asparagus staging is great. It's unfortunately fuel pumps in IRL aren't anywhere near reliable enough. Plus, it turns out all the plumbing that's needed to throw away stuff and close stuff down, so awkward, so awkward. So most agencies don't bother with it because it's just easier to use single staging and less fatal.
Okay, we're good to go again, and we can do all of our science from here.
Experimented. If anybody knows any real life asparagus stage rocketry, let me know. I'm not talking about like having one outer stage like the Soyuz. I know the Soyuz has an outer stage that it throws away.
Collect them.
I can't think of any.
There we go. We're good.
Aries? No, even
the only thing I couldn't get was material study.
Even when it has like 5, which I'm like 5. How do you balance the mass on that? Anyway.
Let's get the rest of the way up this hill. I think there's a crater on the other side of here that we can get some more science from.
I don't know what that was about.
I had to be real careful going over this bump, though. That looks a pretty steep change in terrain.
I've got a feeling we're supposed to be looking. Ba-bam!
Yeah, that's a very steep change in terrain.
Okay, TSG sharing.
See, this looks like the rim of a crater.
A little bit of space. Oh,
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Over your screen like that. And ZTech is doing a thing.
Yeah, down into the crater. Want to get down into this crater?
Oh wow! Oh, that is a beastie rocket there. Beastie rocket.
Tip over. Tip over that.
But yeah, using the asparagus, you can see that I just did 10,000 there. Didn't the Proton have asparagus? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to quickly put that into Google, like Proton rocket asparagus staging.
Okay, I don't know if this qualifies as a different, as a big crater here, but we're gonna roll down in and find out.
To kill a Kerbal, I mean, send a rocket to space. let's see what we do. Ah, good. People have gone and got more stuff. Good shout, guys.
Okay,
good shout.
Careful.
I don't want to pilot. I don't want to pilot.
This says lowlands. It doesn't look. Well, it could be big enough to be a brakes. Let's not get going too fast here. We don't want to have another.
Yeah. To be able to like rip them through quickly, that is a thing. That is a thing. So let's retract that.
It's a big crater, but I don't think it qualifies as anything special.
Use clamps. I don't think I've got the clamps. And Zed, I'm not sure how I can help you, buddy. If you could think of a way, let me know.
What's he need help with? I wonder.
All I can do is show you the tricks I use to get over mass rockets.
Yeah, this is just more lowlands.
Okay, cool. Can I get underneath?
More lowlands.
I just want to get a little clamp underneath, like right underneath down here somewhere. It's not evident. All right, we'll go without that. We'll go with that. It's going to be
I swore there was a crater around here that actually counted as a different biome.
That should be fine. We could probably stop it being springy. Actually, they're all fixed down the bottom there, right?
I guess not.
Guess not. I don't know, are they? Some of these are fixed, some of these are not. Let me
take
grab
the brakes
this.
off now.
I'll be like, no, I want 6 of these, thank you. And we take it from the center. Now, I always like taking it from the center outwards for these because when you've asparagus up and you go and just put one here, all it does is attach it to its partner on the opposite side.
Man, I was really hoping for 3 biomes of science here, but looks like I'm going to have to settle for 2
quite
for
handy.
Now.
Quite handy.
Although I kind of want to wait for Twitchi to actually land.
Okay, cool.
Get up here and land. I was going to...
Okay, what's my to wait here?
There's a couple things over there.
Looking great. That's because it's doing
Science bug 1. That's probably his.
Okay, 1.9, 3.7 to get up there. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. So we've got a strong enough to weight ratio. You can see these first numbers here. That's going to lift us up pretty well. And then we've got 7,000 by the time we make a break there.
Oh, I see that little... Okay, no, I don't know.
Looking around, just doing my last final checks. Is there anything else we need? We've got... we've got parachutes. Not that I think we'll use them. We got science.
I'll see what
We've
chat.
got a
Second plate.
scientist. I think we're alright. 120 science. Nice one, man. Nice one.
Should I
Second
wait
flight.
on
No,
the
that's awesome.
moon
That's awesome.
for
Alright,
a
safe. Launch.
Twitchy?
Ooh, did another 3 do a revert? I don't know, maybe not. We still haven't quite figured it out. Parachutes for the boosters. Nah, I'm alright with that. If this was a career mode, I'd be all over it. Yeah, maybe Landstryder. Let's clear that and proceed. Bob has come back for us. What did I call this? It's the Newton, right? That one or that one? They're both the same. Launch. Let's see if we explode on the remains of another 3's craft. Pretty common.
Well, even though I don't have the material study, I'm just going to go ahead and send this science.
On loading screens. We're waiting for the explosions. Rub my hands together.
All right, let's see if our... Oh, this should be the correct pod.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see his craft.
So if I do...
I don't see his craft. Okay, that's good. That's
full
fine.
throttle.
Should be far enough in the future. That's not a thing. Yeah. Okay.
Why is it not?
T, 3, 2, 1. Why have I got a pilot in there? I specifically put a scientist in there. Specifically. How dare they? How dare they? I know why. It's because I went in through a different route. But hopefully, now that I've been out, recovered, and then come back, as long as I don't crash, should be all good. Okay, should be all good. I didn't want to come in. Why? Thanks. Man, big fingers crossed here. It's always a tense moment when we're leaving the VAB. DMP really. Oh, I didn't check my.
I'm a little nervous about this because
got 10,000. You need
if it
14.
don't work the way I wanted to.
Dude. I mean, mostly I get most of mine from nukes.
All right, here we go.
So.
It did not work exactly the way I wanted it to. Oh, I forgot to hit the thrust first.
14. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'm not sure.
Toggle SAS on. Can I get this thing? Top.
Things are wobbling, but it's all right. Let's check out.
Can't even control it because I didn't extend the antenna. Whoa.
What settings are actually on this?
It allowed me to switch to these other guys, but now I can't switch back.
Okay, this guy. Oh, I'm looking down here. Still got 10,000. Okay, right. Well, I mean, at least you got the 10,000.
Why
looking at your craft
switch
back
over
here.
there?
That's the sort of idea that I would do. I mean, maybe try and put a
I need to get
white
Bill
on the
out.
outside. I mean, I'm trying to remember where's the more efficient plate. Like, I did a series of experiments a long time ago about, like, you'd start with a craft like this, and then I'd put either a white tank here in this gap, or white tanks on top of the others, and tried to find out which one was more efficient, either putting your fuel early in the system or late in the system. I think it worked out that the earlier in the stages you put your fuel, the more efficient it was.
Oh, this is actually a cool thing.
Hopefully someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong. And then go, oh no, you're remembering it the wrong way around. Because that could very well be a case there. That could very well be a case. TS, I should really clear the launch pad. I've been here for a while. Why isn't traffic control on my back?
Can I store this in here? Yeah.
We've got a pilot. I don't care. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. We do that. We extend this antenna.
We're on our way to the moon to hopefully fly a rover. Past 3 weeks have been us trying to fly rovers.
Jumping all the way over there.
Trying to fly rovers, and we always get the rover to the moon.
Oh,
there's
good.
no problem
Let me get
with going
back to it this
the moon.
time.
Oh, that was a very quick flight there, man. We could get there fine. It's just that my rovers have this uncanny ability to spontaneously combust when I think we're just just driving around well. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Why does it not let me control this?
If I'm to be honest with you. Okay, let's
have
a look here. Where's my solid fuel? Where's my
stupid satellite network not working?
I'm gonna throw it down a little bit and just say prograde, and hopefully we will be able to just fly our way up to the sky without even really thinking about up to the sky.
Why am I bouncing off of that?
As if the sky's the limit in Kerbal.
Why are we not bouncing off that? Okay, so well, there's the probe with my science in it, but I can't control it because we're not on the right side.
Well, when this flies well, I fly well. I will see if I can make you a better.
We need to get to the point that we have control of this.
These are right. My asparagus staging is totally wrong. I want these ones to go
Probably going to be warping around
Look,
till we actually get
please.
some sunlight.
Okay, cool. This needs to come down here. Thanks.
Sunlight, come on, any day
Let's
now.
open this up. Which one's this? This is the next line. Which should
Now,
be
does
this
that give
one.
me... Yes,
Yeah, nothing,
probe control.
Nothing quite like doing staging on the fly, eh? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm going to throttle up full
Can't
now, and
correct
we
it.
are about to drop our solid boosters, maybe. Any
I
second
don't know
now.
if I'm going to be able to
No explosions. Yay.
get it to go.
I suppose. I mean, like, if the fuel is early, you get more Delta V. Thank you very much. Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Just in case.
Well, there you go. Try and put. It's just trying to play that game, basically, dude.
Take the data out of here.
Where do you get more efficiency? How do you split it down to drop the dead weight quicker? There's a lot of
come over to this
things
one.
like that. As soon as I do this stage, I think
that's going to be a wasted probe.
very sharp turn.
We're going to. Can I
I'm
get up?
gonna do
Can I
a
get
very
close
sharp
enough?
turn.
Can I
I'm
store?
even gonna reset my
Ah,
RCS.
come on.
Okay, cool.
Ah, I got to get up on top.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, actually, I just here. Let me just turn my
About
RCS.
100-kilometer Apoaps would be a good start. Hey, Torpedo Place, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? 98 kilometers.
Stored.
99
Okay, cool.
kilometers. 100. Let's just stop and wait now.
I'm going to extend that
In fact,
antenna
I'm even
so that
gonna
we
go
have.
prograde, let it drift through. Did I do? I thought I did that with my landing gear down, but no, we've got little
Bump,
rover
bump, bump.
wheels. Little rover wheels. So right now we are steering entirely with the power of this cockpit, I think, which is interesting. Let's see if we can steer it.
Ah,
away.
it
Actually,
lost my. There we go. Vehicle.
I doubt it. Is this my debris? That is my debris. Look at that back
Back
there.
up.
I love the way that stuff just flies with
Come on,
it.
I want the vehicle, not the guy.
Let's select it. Oh, couldn't tell. It didn't tell me.
Okay, no, I'm controlling the vehicle.
I
Good.
really enjoy another three playing along with us. It's good. Good. It is really good. But I just cannot.
Okay,
I
we're
really
good there.
cannot pronounce his ship names. There's all sorts of letters in there that I just have no idea. I've asked him a few times phonetically how to say
we're good.
stuff, but it doesn't
Now,
help me.
if I hit the space bar,
I'm just so bad.
it
at
should
this.
launch
I'm just
that
so
one
bad
into
at
space.
this. Okay, we are quite nicely drifting our way up, actually.
Quickly switch to it. There we go.
Thanks for that allows you to do physics warp whilst in space. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It's such
Toggle.
a good way of doing things.
Prograde.
TSG has shared a screenshot. Let's see what you got here, buddy. That.
Ah,
we've gone
retrograde.
through stuff. Gone through. Oh, is this TSG?
Staring backwards.
I do apologise. I may have labelled one person with the wrong name. It happens quite a lot. So, I added 400 boosters.
Come on. Prograde.
Well, you know, man.
No retrograde.
What is
stupid
the
thing.
saying? If you can't make it to space, add more boosters. If it explodes, add more struts.
Come on, turn the wrong way. Stupid thing.
Wow, I got red. Red. Sort it out. What's going on with that? Maybe it was the screenshots.
Dang
They
it.
seem to be quite stupid.
There goes my
Okay,
science.
we are at 97? 97 kilometers up here. Let's.
Oh, well, there it is.
Orbit.
Not that it's doing me any
In fact,
good
I don't even
over
want to be
there.
doing that
Okay, come on.
anymore.
Can we
I
get back to my
prograde. I
vehicle?
wanna just
Any
go
way we can
straight
get back to the
horizontal
vehicle?
towards the horizon. It's where space lies, just over there. Just I know it looks like the edge of the planet, but the only way you can get to space is to get really
If
close
I
to the
get
edge of the planet.
here, smash. Okay, now can I switch over to something? No, come on.
That's what I'm going to go with. Whenever I explain it to people from now on, they'll be like, "Yeah, space. It's just over there."
Cannot switch vessels
Not up
while I
there.
crash.
It's over there.
Boom! Blow up. There we go.
Staging. Get out of here, useless piece of metal.
Still on something.
Yeah, we don't want you here. Not now. We got to go. I know that's a little bit mean, but you are slow and sluggish.
There.
I do like this orientation, though. You're like, yeah, boosting it. Is that the moon there? Kind of going the wrong
Okay,
way.
so my probe
alright.
bodies are
That's
in the
alright.
whole
We can go
configuration
around the
upside
planet.
down, so
Swing
that kind
around
of
the edge
really
the
makes things
planet and
hard.
Boost off. We can almost call it a slingshot maneuver if we didn't circularize
Oh,
our
that's it.
orbit.
Okay, there we go.
Almost.
There's
call it a
Bill.
slingshot maneuver. We're bringing our Apoaps back down, but that's okay because we're bringing it down to where we are right now, and then it will go past us and go back up. If I show you what I mean here, you can see our Apoaps. It's coming towards us. Now, the reason it is doing that is because I've pointed my nose up. And the closer it gets to me, the more I bring my nose down, and the more it stops going forwards. You guys see that? I hope you see that. That's how I fine-tune my orbits. I say fine-tune. That's how I pretend to fine-tune my orbits. Hopefully this will be good. 12, 13. Once it gets a little way ahead of you, it's almost impossible to...
Something down there. What's the closest thing to me over there? 2.1 kilometers. I need to go over that way.
91. I'll take that. I will take that. Right, there's the moon. Means I probably want to...
Oh, and I'm at Midlands, so I need to go down to Lowlands again and get that science again.
It was flawed in 3 ways. You're not really calm when you need more boosters. It's supposed to be more boosters.
Oh, I'm running over that probe there. Whoops. Crunch.
Clam.
Get out of here, probe. Bad probe.
Keep clam and bad boosters.
Yeah, I can't believe I put the probe body in it upside down on the probes. The probe body's upside down in the probe.
But then I'm not sure how many of you have even watched Futurama, so keep forgetting that was like nearly 20 years ago now.
How low we gotta go to get back down to the lowlands.
Okay, there's the moon. Set that as target.
I'm pretty sure we were in the lowlands right over here. So.
I think what I'm going to do here... Oh, well, I mean, I've kind of overshot already. But that's good because I wanted to move it forwards.
Midlands.
Can I please move my maneuver node here? Give it. Give it. Oh, well, fine. Whatever. I'm just going to wait till I'm facing in the right direction and throw it. How much science would it take you to rescue? Where are you, buddy? That's the question. Where are you? Let's just go prograde.
I swear I was at the lowlands here, somewhere. In this crater. Oh, let's check chat.
Turn around. We facing the
Haven't done that in a bit.
Please.
Nope, just that one comment.
Let's do it. It could have said keep clamp.
Let's just go ahead and turn our YouTube chat off the video because not one comment's been stuck there for forever.
How far out around the sun? Like last time. Yeah, I mean, I've got better equipment now. In fact, I've just made a ship specifically designed for going around and capturing people. But I think first I'm gonna do this.
I don't think I'm gonna get down to the lowlands in this crater.
Yeah, that one is definitely gonna be like Saturday rescue mission
no!
time. Maybe.
Oh no! Bad. Oh,
Elu.
seriously.
Oh man, Elu's fun.
How did that happen?
It's the only mission I keep missing is Elu.
So the problem with turning the SAS only on these is it doesn't usually work when the SAS is on. See, look, I got no torque control.
Is it this one? This one? Ooh. Is it this one? Oh, that's Drez. Okay, that's cool. Okay, are we way past where we want to be on our thrust? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, that's cool. Fly.
Now I can see that it's torquing me a little bit.
On stage, I was. I didn't hear the difference. I didn't hear it happen.
Sucks. What did I break?
Oh, there's a little bit of Delta V wasted there, but it's alright.
Nothing too. It looks like I just broke the probe. The probes.
I did.
Yeah, it looks like I only broke the parachutes on the probes too. That's not too bad. So I can get flipped over. I can probably continue.
The right placement. Yeah.
Let's turn these.
There it is. A TSG just passed 666 hours on KSP. Congrats, sir. Welcome to the Devil's anniversary. Does Minmus have science polls? I think so.
See if we can turn all our action wheels back on to normal.
Cannot auto warp so far. I don't want to be told what I can't do. Tell me what I can do.
Maybe if I take Bill on an EVA, I can pop it over.
Because that's the leaving point, right? Perfectly.
Flip it. Come on, flip it, Bill.
Equatorial. Oh, it's not quite perfect.
Oh, it's way too heavy for him to move, I think.
In fact, I don't think I even want to.
That's what I forgot to put. I was going to put some things on it to make it flip back over.
Warp already in progress. Well, let's stop the warp that's already in progress.
I actually do have a way to do this, except I didn't put the device on.
/ is a stop everything and do things. Sorry I'm late was nomming on Papa John's. How goes it so far? Yeah, pretty well, man, pretty well. We spent most of our time designing this this car rover thing at the front here. I'm gonna try and land it on the moon.
Use my no, SAS isn't gonna do it.
Hopefully using its own propulsion system. Maybe we'll land it using this.
Nope.
I've got little retro thrusters so we can like try and get ourselves out of orbit. Because obviously to go into orbit, I'm not sure if you know this, dude, but to go into orbit you've got to go sideways quickly because gravity is still pulling you down. If you go sideways fast enough, as gravity is pulling you downwards, you've missed the edge of the planet and you carry on going around. That's how orbits work. Quick and dirty explanation there. So I'm hoping that I can just get a nice, real low orbit on the go, and just kind of like slow myself down. I've not got great hope for that. It has to be said. Not got great hope. Okay, so this is the spot I want to be. You see where all these people are? We've all been. I've landed like 3 rovers there already. Other people have landed a lot of rovers. I think a lot of people have rovers there right now. Unfortunately, I keep blowing mine up. I removed 60 antennas and earned 1,000 Delta V. I mean, that works.
We're back on our feet.
Where did the name Newton start? Well, I was trying to think of the name for a craft, and then I saw that one of the pilot's name was close to Isaac, so I was like, cool, we'll call it the Newton, because, you know, why not? That sounds like a good name for a rocket.
What is going on there?
And then I mistyped it. I went, oh
yeah, because
Newton.
SAS.
Yeah, no Tom? Yeah, why not? Whatever.
We on top of something? Something broken?
Yeah, random chance. Where do other things come? Where do all things come from? The laws of big numbers. Random things happen. Super Gary Games or Gary Games has joined the server. Welcome. Oh, welcome.
Oh man, I'm kind of upset about that.
Okay, we're going to turn around here. We're going to try and boost our way backwards. I'm just suddenly becoming cognizant of the fact that my solar panels are not really facing the sun right now. Like, we've got these little ones down here, but that is not what I want when we're landing. I really, really want to have this big solar panel pointing towards the... Oh, of course my nose is going to be pointing at the sun, so we don't...
Go to that RT skimmer, see if there's a scientist over there.
One of those fold-out ones on.
And if there is, maybe we can borrow him to reset our experiments.
That's not very helpful. But anyway, let's do it like this. I'm going to bring my orbit down nice and low.
And we might just have to send the lander from the space station down to collect the science and take it back up.
Lower than that. Lower than that. Press stop. Okay, cool. I'm going to come around here again, and we're going to once again slow down. I've got to stop clicking outside my screen. It's not very useful to me. Cool. So there's Kerbal. That's where we came from. Isn't it great? Oh, I seem to be drifting around at the same rate that the moon is drifting around, because we're just facing the same thing the whole time, which is cool. Who's messing with your stuff? I don't know. Who's messing with your stuff, another 3? What's going down? What's going down? I thought we had a new screenshot, but... this is TSG screenshot here, right? It's a nice mission. But yeah, who's been messing with your stuff, another 3? What has happened to your stuff? I suppose that's more the question that we need to know here. Oh, my shoelaces on.
Well, I keep...
That is the question right here. That is the question. Okay, so with myself pointed in a thus direction, that is backwards towards my orbit, like my engine points along this blue line this way. Should be able to start slowing myself down.
Still in Midlands.
Hopefully. Hopefully I'm also pointing a little bit north. No, that looks like I may have actually been pointing a little bit south. If I point a little bit north, it'll mean that I can turn this. Actually, that is right on top of them. I don't want to go...
So I got to make one more edit to this vehicle craft file. Let's get those probe bodies correctly positioned in the probe.
Other people's. We've got Race Rover over there. We've got some more over here. We've got the RT something skimmer, RT9 skimmer. That was one. This science bug ship, that was mine. Turns out it's not a ship anymore. It's like a base or something, because it's got no way of flying.
Maybe we should go all the way to the science bug.
It's got room for people, and it's got a little bit of fuel in it. So it can be used for stuff.
Oh, we're in the lowlands too. That's perfect.
Just needs to be inventive about what stuff it's going to get used for. Okay, so if I leave my impact point all the way over there, when we're flying over, we should be able to slow down enough to actually make a good landing. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's do that. The next ship is going to be named Nuscott. New Scott, yeah.
I want to stop, but don't got much contact.
For safety, I'll put my landing gear down.
Maximum breakage here. Maximum traction
control.
control.
Don't know how I feel about this.
Brake, slow down.
I think we'll be fine.
I mean, we're slowly coming to a stop. We're in the lowlands, so that's good.
Is my shoelace being untied not a question? I seem to have misunderstood the concept of questions. All right.
Under traction control.
Here we go. This is the group landing spot. You can tell by all these little spots here.
Really makes that much difference. It's actually better without the traction control.
Might need to go around like this one here. I think is my one, and that needs to be science bus bug.
So maybe this should actually be a minimum traction control.
Probably just terminate that.
So I don't care if it has traction or not. Just lock up the wheels. There we go. Come on, do a stop.
Okay,
right, I can actually turn around now.
I think I'm probably just going to stop myself a little bit beyond them and let myself drop down. Is that the oh, there we go. I can never pronounce your rover names. Is this one currently? I don't know which one's currently moving, so we'll just wait until I see them underneath me, and then I'm going to stop because 500 meters per second shouldn't take me too long. Shouldn't take me. I was in some limits, and suddenly I said that my vessel was being changed in the future. Ah. Yeah, that's a bit weird, man. That's a bit weird. It could have been me. There was a ship on the launch, but no, I don't think it was your ship. I think it was TSG's. There was a ship on the launch pad, and I went, revert. But I don't think that would have actually done it, if I'm to be honest with you.
Is this the one I wanted?
But it's DMP. Who knows what?
Race rover.
There's no point saying I don't think.
There's a scientist here, so.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I don't think even the people that code it know.
We're gonna borrow this scientist.
DMP is very difficult, very awkward.
Pretty sure this is Twitchi's guy originally.
Just sending messages around everywhere. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
We want to head to the race rover. That's not too bad.
Maybe I do want this to be just... Oh, I'm moving very quick. Go that way if you can. Just want you to turn yourself. Come on. Get your rocket under you. Okay, that's looking pretty good. How far away are we? We're only going to be a few kilometers. Barak's Kerman is on the move. Oh, I'm coming down on top of someone. The Race Rover probe. I'm imagining that that's actually a crashed ship, but we'll find out. Whenever there's probe, it's something's been detached somewhere. Who knows? Okay, I'm coming down actually pretty fast here, so let's throttle it up a bit more. No, I mean, I really do mean I throttle it up a bit more. Bring myself to a stop will be a good way to think about how I'm doing this. We'll go with that, actually. Oh, wrong button. Press Z instead of X. Lol. This should be fine. We're coming down gently. Coming down gently. Oh, there's the loading point. I think I have the best name for the ship. We know we're not coming back home. Yeah, I mean, that will work there. That will work.
Gently touch down. Bloop. Onto her face. Onto her face.
Oh, I think I've perfectly balanced. Oh, that's going down ever so slightly. That's fine because we've got 1.7 kilometers to fall.
Get an EVA report.
That should work out brilliantly for us. It's very round. I'm not quite sure what is very round, but yeah, it's very round. I mean, to be fair, the moon's very round. Kerbal is very round. Everything's really quite round.
And we should be able to get right up on this. Come on. Did I get it up on top? Yes, I do.
Is this working out for us? I think so. I think so. We're coming down. I think I want to drop my throttle just a little bit more. That was a little bit too much. So if you watch this, I'm sometimes slowing down, sometimes speeding up. I'm trying to make it so that I touch my engine bell on the floor with about 3 meters per second. Just a little bit under 3 meters per second. Looks like I'm coming down a little bit too fast. I then just press caps lock by accident, which means I'm in fine control mode, which is useful, but not quite what I'm after. I'm also going to turn myself off of retrograde stability assist, because as you'll see, when I get low down and our speed starts like nulling out, the amount of horizontal momentum I've got really starts to take more of effect here. KSP crash, oh no. It takes more of effect and starts like shaking my ship around, which is not what I want, as you may have been able to tell. It's not what I want. Come on in. Ah, there it is. There it is. We're doing this. We are doing this. Hopefully we can land with a little bit of Not a bump, but...
we got to get Bill out of there first anyway.
A little bit of stability, that's the word I'm looking for, so that we
Bill,
can hold ourselves upright enough to be able to turn... No! I'm going to blame TSG. He's like, KSP crash. And I'm like, no. Alright, well, I don't know what I can do there. It's going to put me back to the same spec. I've just got to kind of like get in and grab it quick. I don't know if that's going to work.
Lord, there we go.
Hopefully no one's around to load it. That'll be the worst. So your Christmas magic's going to come through and save the day, right? Christmas magic. Yes, another 3. I'm sure from the outside it's quite funny. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm a little bit gutted, but yeah.
All right, let's switch over to the science lab. Switch to.
All right, probably entering the last half hour of this stream. Getting on a bit. Hey, who's that in the background? That's the broken girlfriend.
First of all, we're going to transmit a tiny bit of science, I guess.
Oh man, it was so close to the floor as well. So, I mean, I'm the furthest in the future, right?
And I wonder if we've got any data that we can include into the lab right now.
No, that's
probably
research
not.
and development. Don't crash now.
Probably not.
It's going to be interesting to see where it's at. What did I call it? Can anybody remember what I called it?
First of all,
it was the Noton or Newton or something.
Aim the camera there so I can get in and check these. Nothing going on there. Just got data in it? Nope. Let's try to perform all science.
Landed.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Was there not a point where it saved it?
Nothing.
Pad. Like, was there not a point where it saved it? Is that?
No, I was really hoping that we would be able to get some science. So what we need to do is transfer this guy.
Like might be what I'm doing though.
Up to here.
I'm assuming it's smashed up. That's all I can do is assume that it's smashed.
And
it's going to be in amongst this lot here. Yeah, probe. It was above the probe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly the probe and I'm going to see what happens.
Want to? Okay, which way am I? I'm going this way. So we actually want to warp to about.
Because if it's going to be anywhere, it should be just there.
Warp there.
1 kilometer away from the probe. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not there. So that's where
here we go.
It would have been like right here.
Decouple this node. And our lander is officially loose.
Arg. What I'm mostly surprised at is that it's not saved it somewhere like in orbit or something like that. You would expect it to be like, okay, we'll take you back to the last load. You know when you like press escape and you go to quick menu or space center or something like that. It's like we will roll you back 17 minutes to your last save. I mean, surely I saved it whilst transferring. Surely I saved it whilst transferring. That's got to be a thing, right? If it's
I want not the race rover probe. I want the race rover. I can't see all the different vehicles there.
All right, space center. Here we go. See what's going on with the
yeah, we can target Bill. We know that's good.
What's going on with the launch pad? Oh man, that's a little bit frustrating. Talking of launch pad, you know, I might just offset it all the way to the side and see what happens. I think that'll work for me. Landstryder was saying about that. Open.
Where's my thing? I need to go. Was it normal? Probably.
And then.
Yep.
You. All the way that way, please. No. All the way that way. All the way that way, please. Okay, let's launch it and see what happens. I'm going to clear the launch pad, but I'm guessing it won't actually clear. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm sorry if I just messed you up, Zed. I don't think so. I'm in the future, right? Can't mess up people from the future, can you? That's not how causality works.
That should put me close enough. Close enough. So let's get ready to execute this maneuver. I hope we got enough.
Low. I knew I had to offset myself. Thankfully, that's not me. Look at that. I'm guessing maybe Zed reverted. I mean, it's easy done. It's hard, but if you could try and remember not to. Try and remember not to. T, 2, 1, go. We're just gonna go. We are just gonna go. I'm actually gonna do it at double speed. We're gonna pitch forwards a little bit here. Try and get ourselves down, pointing towards the right direction. Hopefully we won't go too far too quick, but who knows? In fact, prograde. Here we go. Bring this down a little bit on the throttle side. Spin it this way. Spin it that way.
Now, fortunately, we'll be able to
Okay,
use the race
rover
rover
quick, so I'm
to.
going to hold myself here. Stability assist should help us out. We've got no fins. We've got no fins. Why do I not have any
Retrograde.
fins? All right, say rip. Everybody rip. Is it going to rip? I mean, we could try and land. Do you guys want to try and land it? I think we should try and
Now,
land
hopefully, we still got enough fuel to land. Unfortunately, I will be able to refill it using the fuel in the race rover
all the way to the floor
to get back up to orbit and bring my science. I need to bring my science down. Target. I don't want to know target. I want to know surface speed.
Yeah, I either try and land or just be like, she's dead. Okay, here we go. Coming in. In fact, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to wait till we're about a kilometre down, and then I'm just going to be like, full throttle. Maybe not a kilometre, maybe 2 kilometres.
Yeah, we got
We're going to
plenty
have to do a stage halfway through.
of distance still to stop.
Yeah, 3 kilometres. 3 kilometres. Okay, here's 6, 5. In fact, we are moving several hundred metres per second, so I'm going to try and slow down that particular impulse there. Working out for me.
Now would be a good time to toggle the gear out. Start slowing down some more.
Not the best, it has to be said. It's working out. I think I want actually to go radio out. Just go with that.
Yeah, if we can land this, we'll land it close enough.
Oh, they all went at once, of course, because I didn't change the stage. Oh, rip.
Sounds like Twitchi's having all kinds of problems. So my problems are probably minor considering.
Litho braking for the win? No. Well, I mean, I suppose it was like hydro braking. That was it. Oh, there's something to recover, is there? I don't think so. Shoots! Ah! Shoots! Ah! So science lab. So you take science to the science lab. It then processes the data that you've taken into more valuable science. Repair. What have we got? What have we got going here? What are these things? We're not coming back home. You know, it's infuriating, but still, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Cool. Okay, now that I've cleared.
We will be okay here.
Cannot recover. The vessel is in use. Okay, well, get out of my way. It's TSG. Okay, that's cool. As you're in mine, then that's cool. Yeah, shoots. Definitely needed to shoot it. Okay, let's do a few changes. 2 changes that need to happen. Need to put some fins on it so it doesn't flip out so easily.
We should be able to land this, no problem.
This way. We're going to have a weird view on it. A weird view. Flip. There. That's what I want. Come here, fins. If I press that, of course it's not going to do that. I want like 6, I believe. Yeah, I want 6. And then the next thing we need to do is a staging issue. They're all good. And then if I remember correctly, it's just literally pulling them down like that. Give it a save, give it a launch.
Ready to touch down.
So if I stuck a lab on your science rover, it will generate more science. Indeed it will. Yeah, you need 2 scientists in there.
Kill that. Ooh,
2 scientists
perfect.
in there. The problem is, once you start getting up to the scale of the science lab, like those big rover wheels, they don't climb very well. So if you find... Yeah, a truckload of energy, you are right. Absolute. But yeah, if you find yourself trying to climb a hill with one of those big rovers, like, good luck. Good luck. Right, what are we doing here? We're going T. We're going full throttle. No, we're going just a little bit less than full throttle when we're going. Okay, this should be a more stable flight. Should. Big should.
What the heck?
And with that, we'll go double.
I'm not controlling that.
Because how could that go wrong?
Am I viewing it?
If you need to know how that could go wrong, I refer you to my previous launch.
Why is this going up in the air?
Yeah, that's working for me. I'm going to slow back down, and we're going to go pro grade.
And
now
I didn't totally did not mean to touch this thing, whatever this thing is.
So fast. Now the reason
and
that
it is just
so,
going, and I couldn't control it. Oh, because I don't know.
Curves. Yes. Who's this?
Well, sorry about whoever's probe this is or whatever, but
so yeah, the faster you go, the more
up.
straight your section of curve appears to be. So
so many bad things I'm doing right there.
A bit quick. We could definitely do with going up higher. Well, that said, we're only about 3 kilometers ahead. I mean, I suppose 3 kilometers is quite a thickness of atmosphere. It should be cool. Should be cool. We can definitely go up faster.
Did that take it completely out of orbit of the moon or something? What's going on here? I don't have any predictions or anything going on here.
Disgraceful. I want to.
So many things going wrong.
We've already lost an asparagus. Why was that a thing? Should have scrolled down a little bit more. I don't remember it going through that quick last time. Do you guys remember it going through that quick? No, not at all. Okay, I'm going to throw that stage. And then we are going to throw that stage. You alright?
This vessel has been changed in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, this seems to be flying.
Center. Leave anyway.
Okay. We're up to 42 kilometers. Again, we're going to put that at 100 before I be like, that's cool. Before I be like, yeah, you heard me. I am a master of the English language.
Let's try getting back to the race rover again.
I've just noticed that his face is a little bit
Jeez.
there. I wonder what's going on with that.
I have to remember to switch
nose it forwards.
Vehicles from the map view rather than hitting the buttons because it randomly took me to something and
way round in a circle, and hopefully that then works out for us.
I have no idea why that thing took off.
Here. Like anywhere that we get a little bit more sideways motion rather than upwards has got to be good for us, right? At this point.
Okay, what do we need to get to?
Anyway,
we need to go to...
down a little bit too far. There we go. That's pretty good, right? Will you settle out? Settle out. It seems to have picked up a little bit of spin that's getting worse as time goes on.
Where did we land at? What's that? Race rover probe. RT skimmer.
Okay, this is good. Seriously, where's this spin come from? Ah! You know what? Oh, it's come from the fact that we need to do stage. But that's not where it's come from. I don't know where it actually came from.
So...
Oh, maybe it is. Suddenly everything feels not so floaty. Maybe the SAS was used to dealing with a certain amount of torque, and
there's where we need to go.
I dropped stuff, it stopped. I don't know. But it seems to be working okay so far. Again, let's double the speed. Oh, I'm already at triple the speed. That works all right. That works out all right for me, right? Works out all right for me. Hopefully now we're going to kick it up into
I should go back up to the Midlands.
Start going
if I can.
TSD placed a new flag. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Are we likely to be going below the atmosphere at any point? I don't think so, because as you can see, the further we get round our orbit, the higher up we're pointing at.
Is that the vehicle that I thought I messed up? I think it is. So hopefully the fact that I tabbed out or unsaved my progress, it should put it back where it was at.
This peri-apps number, waiting for it to get close to my Apple Apps number 70. There we go. Stop. Thanks. Stop and thanks. So
let's see if we can get back up to the Midlands. I think that's what I needed to do.
This is like uber fast moon mission. That's what I'm going for right now. Uber fast moon mission. We'll set that as a target. We're gonna go literally where we are. Wait, where's the moon? Go.
I really want to get that Midland science too. Particularly the material, the goo and material study.
Yes. No. Maybe.
Just
all right. Cool. That
to the Midlands
wasn't quite where I want to be looking, but I think it's good enough. Like if we go down a little bit, that should also help. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. We got to get close. We got to get close like that. Don't you underestimate me? I'm thus another 3, the self-proclaimed rover genius. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if you do it, man. It's going to be interesting to see if you do it. More interesting is whether I actually intersect with the moon here. Doesn't look like I will. We can do better than this. Is it out or in, do you reckon, guys? Out or in? Let's go out. Let's see what happens if we... Because out is this way, which pulls that round.
The brakes.
Right? Out of the orbit, thrusting towards here.
And then just as soon as the scientist is... As soon as we come to a stop, I'm going to pop the scientist out. Reset all of the experiments. Well, collect all this data, put it into the command pod, and then collect all the...
Here we go, intersection, bam!
That's the plan anyway.
Look at that, though. That is the orbit to go for if you really want to get out of the system. So I now want to view the MUN again.
It's not going to let me do it the way I wanted to.
Oh, look at that, it's an impact. Oh, I do love an impactor. We'll have to try and do a little bit better than... What happens if I...
Okay, perfect.
How? That was
Collect
such
data.
a tiny little breath.
Observe.
I'm going to use a little RCS, I think.
Collect.
Is it doing what I need it to do? I don't think it is.
Well, take, log, keep, take.
Okay, turn me around. I'm still going at ×3 speed. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Have you done a fail another 3?
Take,
I should turn the RCS off.
log, keep, take.
Anti-Z nuclear missile bed.
Surface sample.
Keep. I mean, yeah, why not? So the first thing I need to do is turn off my time acceleration. That's where we're going wrong here. Then I
think that's all the science I can do with this. I'm pretty sure this does not. Pretty sure this won't do anything.
And with all that, we didn't quite get ourselves impacting, but that's good because I don't want to.
Yeah,
I want to get really
we're not gonna worry about
low,
that.
But not
Restore.
actually hit it. Oh, can I do this in
Collect,
one swoop?
remove,
If I could do this in one swoop, I'm going to be happy. When I get past this radial in, I'm just going to start burning.
Store.
Because that'll bring all this stuff in. All this.
That's not gonna use this. Take that data, log the seismic data, keep that. Take that data.
Put this periapse over the top there, over the top of the landing spot. How are we doing on the fuel? Incredibly well.
Take data.
I say incredibly well, quite well. We've got over 1,000 delts left.
Alright, just get the scientist back into the command pod with all the data, and then drive over to the lander.
It was up until the point I realised I'm going to be landing on the dark side. But that should be fine. We can do that. And now I'd like to go normal. I'd like to be normal, if that's good. I landed 41 kilometres away from a flag named Z, so I decided that it would be Cuba. Okay, fair enough. With that in mind, I want to walk forwards. Well, not so much with that in mind. Don't really care about. Well, no, I do care what you guys are doing, but I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about how I'm going to get this into the right position, because that's kind of.
We can close this up now.
As we go forwards a little bit more, it should get a little bit easier to line everything up.
We're good to go.
The closer you are to the orbit you're after, the easier it is to make the
brakes off, and we're going to head back over to our
more
lander.
On the fuel, the further away you are, the more fuel efficient it is, and
material study.
More efficient, and the easier it is to make the changes. So it means you can like sweep past the tiny marker that you have very, very easily. So now I want to go retrograde, and once that's in the right direction, we are good for this actual landing that may or may not cause another crash. If this causes another crash, I'm going to go insane! Going to go mad! Crazy! Because, you know, I'm not mad and crazy right now. Definitely not. Definitely not. Still in the future. I like that. I like that. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if I can actually land this time. I cannot believe it's taking me so long. Is this no quick save?
No quick saves makes it very hard. Very hard.
You sorting your line of approach out? I mean, that's close enough for me. Let's go. Let's do this. Drifting over that way.
Just hit that last stage for no good reason, just to clear the stages.
Down. That's one of them. That I believe to be Landstryder's last stream landing. I might.
He didn't realize.
In fact, I think what I want to do is radio.
Turn the brakes on.
In
while we're typing.
Everything needs to be surface.
I blew up the.
I would like to stop my
original lander.
Turn, turn, turn. Spin, spin, spin. turning it around and getting facing towards a sort of direction that stops me smashing into the ground too hard. I'm going to start with the upwards, like
maybe I should
just
leave the
upwards.
brakes on. Because we're still going. We're still gaining. We're still gaining speed.
Yeah, yeah. It's a problem with space flight. It's not as easy as it looks. It's really not. Okay, if I do that, this should just do exactly what I was after. With that in mind,
arm.
I'm now going to start slowing down. We'll try and land this side of them this time.
Can we come
maybe
to
this?
I want to get going nice and slow before I get all the way up to
side,
it.
So let's go with that.
Come on, slow down more. That's too fast.
Not quite so far. Just like this, thanks. Okay, cool. This is feeling good. We're not out of electric charge, so that's cool. It's the one thing that could go wrong here. One of many, but we should be fine. What's this down here? That's Bill Kerman down there.
Surface.
Hey, Bill.
There,
How's it going, man? Okay, that'll do me. That'll do me.
Brakes off.
So let's get a little bit of a speed on the go. Oh, actually, that's
get her turning.
Might be a little quick. Might be a little quick.
Turn around.
12 kilometers. That's cool.
Let's turn sharper.
I'm going to backflip a little bit further and push myself over that way.
I usually leave the steering off on the back wheels unless I'm trying to make tight turns like I am doing right now.
Oomph that way. Also slow me down quite a bit.
And ka-chunk. Got it.
Let's go with that one.
It has been captured in the claw.
I'm still coming down. That's all good.
Okay, so now that that's done, let's EVA our scientist.
Well, doesn't look like
actually, no, we don't need to do that. We just need to
let's see what it does, because we got kilometers to full yet, so I think we'll be fine.
EVA this guy.
If I swing past it again, the retrograde marker, I will grab myself a time warp so that we can
put our ladder out so we can climb straight down.
That's kind of what I want here. It's not what I want, but it's what
I guess I had to wait till it was all the way down, but it didn't matter anyway.
Steer in the right way. 7 kilometers up.
Theoretically, all I need to do is take that data out of there.
Hoping that we're good so far. We'll start throttling just a little bit. Just a little bit of throttle right here.
And then climb back up.
Okay, cool. Coming in on land. Hopefully not coming in on top of land. That would be pretty awkward.
Should be able to transfer right over and board. Yes.
Good. Still a fair few kilometers.
And it didn't give me any complaints about any data being duplicated, so that's good.
Not going to be able to land on the shadow, unfortunately.
Tracked our ladder.
That's also going to.
All right, let's see where Twitchy's at.
We are on surface settings, so
that's pretty close.
Fine. Not suddenly going to find ourselves with like 40 meters sideways velocity because we think we're supposed to be in orbit.
Well, I think I've got a semi.
Okay, let's try and get this down into like small numbers here.
I can never spell success.
Maybe even go as far as
success.
Thrust a little bit.
Full mission.
Not too far. There? Is that what I want?
Just need to.
It's here somewhere. The steady state equilibrium, one might say.
Back to the
4543.
Lab with the.
Let's try down a little more.
Surface data.
2123. Okay, that's cool. We're now going to just drift down on this until
kill our engines. What we want to do is take fuel from these these two sections and use that to.
Oh, awesome! Landstryder's got himself a nice little science mission going down. He's sending stuff back to the lab up top. That's cool. That is cool.
Let's get that one. There we go. We're gonna go in and in.
Let's do this. Let's get a good.
So we completely refill this, and we should be good to go to get back to the space station.
No, C's not the button. I can't see what the pilot sees. Okay, that's a thing, I suppose. Why not? Okay, well, let's open this up. I really wanted the internal cockpit view because right there on his dashboard there is a radar altimeter which tells me how far off the actual floor I am.
Switch over to
this, which is
Twitchi.
no good. There is a mod that allows you to click this to switch between sea level and radar altimeter. I'm honestly not sure why anybody would want anything other than surface. I suppose like for orbit.
I wonder if I'm in the future here. Let's check.
But once you're like this close to the ground, I really want to know how far away the ground is.
Twitchi is actually in the future. 4 days.
Is. Like, what is
so
sea level?
If we're gonna sync, I want to switch to the science lab.
Do you reckon they say that it's like the average mean of what land level would be if you just melted it all down? I mean, that doesn't even really work either, does it? In that sense, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, here we go. We're coming up on the crash scenario right now, so hopefully everything's going to work. I'm going to drop my landing gear for fun, not for fun, but to make sure that it all works out well for me. I also want to do that. Thanks. I'm not going to have a little bit of a wobble round too much. Still slowing down.
I expect it's just an arbitrary number.
Get ready on that.
Okay, now we're going to go sync.
Contact.
And
okay, nice.
That should have given us
the way I want to go.
Yeah, cool, bunch of science to transmit.
Turn one of them. Turn one of them. Okay, now. No, don't do it, you fool!
Awesome.
Okay, no, that's good.
Now
we
should be able to see where Twitchi's at.
We're just going to settle down, and hopefully nothing will break.
I wonder how close he ended up landing to the rest of us.
The way up I wanted to be. I'm going to be honest here. I don't think I can even turn this with engine power. Shut down.
So many things that. Oh, look! I even switched to the race road. Even managed to target the right one with all that stuff down. Well, Twitchi's landed.
And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. I will see you guys next time, where I'm going to build a ramp machine that's going to come along and scoop this guy up and flip him back over. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I also have some rescue missions queued up and things like that. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.
Oh, should I grab that data out of there? I wonder if that's data that I don't have. Let's get it, just in case. I think that might be data I don't have. Bump, bump, bump. Bumped his noggin a little bit. Come on, stop moving around so I can get... Alright, well, we're going to finish up at least getting our science to the space station before we finish the stream up. And let's collect that data. I think that was the only other one, so let's just get back. Back in here, and it did not give me a message that said it was anything different, so that's good. We got an extra bit of data. I'm glad we did that. We're going to go ahead and release that. Please don't knock the thing over. And then back up a little bit. And our brakes. Just got to come to a stop again. I just didn't want to be too close to that. I didn't want the engine to... I don't think it would, but I didn't want the engine to accidentally blow up the claw on the front of this. Now if I switch... Oh, come on. Give me the right vehicle here. There we go. Right vehicle. And this should have science like in these things too. So, in fact, we can log that pressure data. We can transmit that for a little bit of science. Log the seismic data and transmit that for a little bit of science. Oop, no, we're not transmitting that because we're out of power. We'll go ahead and... Actually, what I should do is just perform all science again here. And just hit keep on everything. That way, when I get back to the space station, I can broadcast the extra science that I can't put in the lab. But let's figure set target. It's going that way. So we need to go... I believe that was going to be a 180. No, 270. When we go up, we want to focus on 270. Alright, well anyway, I'm pretty sure we can just start by heading up into space. Pretty sure we want to go 270. Let's, come on. Get our reaction wheels going here. Make sure I'm headed the right direction. I am. The prograde. Get our Apo. Well, let's get back up into orbit, basically. We got to go all the way up to the space station, so, or the science lab there. I think we'll be okay. If not, then I have a poorly designed lander. The idea was that it'd be able to land and then refuel from something on the surface and then take off again. It's based to go to a base station, then back up to a space station. It's not really meant to do one or both on on a single tank of fuel anyway. And I might as well push that all the way out to the orbit approximately. Actually, let's just go warp to the Apo apps now. And we'll finish out our, because now would be, we're going to get better efficiency if we do it from here. Come on, prograde. Oh, warp's not over there. There we go. Warp over, prograde, hit the engine again. Ideally, we want our meetup to be up here at the space station's Apo apps, not lower anyway. Kind of looks like that's where we're at, though. Let's warp there again. Oh, no, did that work? Well, that's the ascending node. Ascending is not normal. Well, actually, we're going the opposite direction, so it probably would be normal. Let's look at the descent. Oh, yeah, we're... Oop, nope, it would be anti-normal. We need to get that pretty close. Pretty dang close. It's gonna get there. That's as close as we're gonna. Yep, that's as close we're getting for now. Head back prograde. And I really did not want to meet up on this side, but it looks like that's what's going to happen. Let's warp there. Get prograde again. Now, one thing I'm not too concerned about is meeting up on the first orbit, so what we can do is we can say add a maneuver here, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot of orbits. That might actually not be bad. And then if we do our maneuver, is that going to change anything? No. Oop. That doesn't help. It actually makes things worse. So we need to do one orbit earlier, or one orbit later. And then if we do that, oop. No, that's not helping. Kill that. Alright. Let's try it this way. If we do a maneuver at the apoapse, plus. There's our purples, close. Nope, that doesn't really... Ooh, that's pretty good. How close is that? 11 kilometers. Let's bring our... Okay, first of all, let's reduce this so we can see, again, our maneuver node thing here. Oh, it's a very tiny number too. Cool. Minus. Oop. Plus. Minus. 5.5, 4, 2, 1. There we go. 1 kilometer. Now we just got to wait for several orbits, which is okay because that's going to build up science in the science lab. So we're just going to go warp to that maneuver node. And it's going to go warping around several orbits. Whee! Round and round we go. Round and round we go. And I have not checked chat in a while, so let me do that while we're warping around in circles. Hey guys, sorry, it was my older sister. Well, whatever message there. The Z-Tech. Hey Z, how you doing, buddy? Verilia, if you're still watching, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping by. All right, are we back? We're up to the maneuver node yet? Not quite. One more orbit, maybe 2. I know one thing, when we get to where we're going, the science lab is going to be 100% full of data whenever we're ready to when we get over to it, transmit. And still going around, still going. Oh, it's like many orbits around, many orbits away. But these orbits are like fairly short. I mean, you can see that the time warp's not getting up to the maximum time warp. Alright, we're slowing down. Ready to do our maneuver. Now, I'm debating whether I want to like actually get really close to the maneuver or not. Let's get closer to the maneuver than that. So now I think we're ready, and okay, kill that. 2 kilometers. 1.5. 1. Oh, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go warping around to here, and we should be getting ready to meet up with the station. Deliver our package of data. A huge package of data. Where's our target at? Still got our target down on the bottom there. We need to target the space station. Oh no, that is the target. Okay, no. It's just that it's below me in the sky. Okay. We are okay. Alright, and I think what I want to do is... how close am I? Maybe get a little closer. Warp there. If I start making corrections too soon, then I'll actually be overcorrecting. About right here, that should get me pretty close to where I want to go. Now we want to go, yeah, target, actually, and retrograde. How close is that going to intersect us? 0.3 kilometers, that's good. Okay, as soon as we get 0.3 kilometers away, I'm going to do physics warp for that till we get about less than half a kilometer away, and then I'll hit the brakes. Alright, come on, space station, you're almost there. You're almost there, let's get ready. And I think we need to hit the brakes right now. Should actually go. Stability. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Target. Actually, that kind of is. So now we need to go towards it. Okay, we're headed towards it. And I'm going to do some physics warp just so I don't overshoot it with a regular warp. And maybe we want to approach it just a little faster. Just a little bit faster. We'll get that up to about 10. It's prograde. There we go. Otherwise, we're going to take forever to get there. Okay, and then probably want to get ready for being retrograde. There we go. Let's be retrograde. We also have to retract that gear. Landing gear now. We don't need that. Hello? There we go. Let's do some physics warp. I think it's hilarious how, like, when you change the level of warp, the other vessels just completely shift their position. Physics warp, anyway. Alright, we're getting pretty close. We want to come to a stop here soon. Just slowly drift in. We'll do a standard warp here so we don't get the big shift in positions. Need to get pretty close. And it's debatable if what docking port I want to use. I'm probably just going to go with the forward docking port because it's easier to target. Except I gotta remember where to dock to. I think it's at the tip of the legs. Yeah, there's the mini ports right there. And normally I would want to have the side docking port attached there, but that's only once it's landed. When it's up in space like this, it's probably a lot easier to just... I'm not warping, right? Every time I go to hit a button, it seems like my computer wants to lag at me. Okay, we are at 0 movement here. That is kind of perfect. So I'm going to switch over to this and turn it and rotate it. Just trying to bring that one of these ports kind of more in line with this ship. And then once I get it a little more straight on, then I will continue flying that little vessel in. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a touch of warp there just to kind of fix the position. Jump back to my little vessel. Set that port as target. Aim for it. And give it... Whoa, what the heck? No! Game crash! Oh, I'm going to start it back up because I really want to get that done before we... Hey there, Marseille? Merci? Sorry, Marcy. Hopefully one of those was correct pronunciation. Sorry if I got it wrong every time. We're going to jump back in real quick. Yeah. Thankfully, we're not loading very many mods. It's just like a couple tiny, not big ones. So it still loads pretty fast. mainly all the mods I have in are, well, the Kerbal Engineer, obviously, because that's the thing we have on the server here. And then I have a bunch that just let me do better maneuvers and visuals. Of course, visuals. Hopefully Twitchi is watching that I'm, still streaming and he's not going to shut down the server yet. Z's encountering Eve 6 months in the future. That's hilarious. All right, let's get in here quick. Let's close the chat window. Minimize that. Let's get, where are we at? Space station. Either one will do. Where are they at? There we go. Please be, okay, good. They're not too far off from where they were a minute ago. Okay, and I even picked the right one to drive, set as target. Now, if I just point straight at it. Now, this is where having a tiny bit of RCS would be helpful. Fortunately, well, whatever, I usually just don't want these panels to be this way when I get there. Come on, I want to be right on there. That's fast enough. And that should bring me right in. Yeah, pretty much. Turn off the SAS because I want it to autocorrect basically once the traction happens, and there it is. And Shazam, we're docked. We are docked. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here and I'm going to go review all stored data and go put it in the lab, 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 put it all in the lab. There we go. We actually overfilled the lab. There's probably still some data left. If I click here, it'll show that there's still 10 data in there. We're going to leave it in there. It also means, wow, this did not really get that much science. I thought it would get a lot more. Oh, because it only takes a few hours to go around the station here. But we are completely full of data. We have more data from the moon. We need to advance through some time here. Zoom, 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 zoom. Can't get any faster. No. You can see the science is going up pretty fast. What I really need to do is like jump to Z 6 months in the future. That would totally give me the amount of science that I need. But instead of do that, what I'm going to do, go back to the tracking station, and we're going to advance it a few days. And we're going to go maximum warp for just a few days. And we should be able to go back to our Landstryder Science Lab. And it should have 500 science for us. This is a transmit. Or a considerably larger amount than I did a second ago. And much faster. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Transmit that science. But that also means we should be able to review some data and fit a little bit more data in there. We got room for 50 data. So if we review the data on there, how much data is that? 50 data. Perfect. Put Shazam. Fill it back up. Fill it back up. Now we're back up to, yeah, just under 750. Perfect. Perfect. I think we're good for now. The only other thing I might want to do before I forget, first I'll hit that. This engine should be, probably should, okay, what I need to do is shut down that engine so I don't accidentally mess up my stuff. And then I'm going to take some fuel from there, and we're going to go ahead and refuel the lander tank. Might as well, right? Now, I could send the lander down again to get the data from the highlands and the craters. But before I do that, I would want to move the rover over to them because I need to refuel this to get back up. But I think we're good for there for now. Everything's good. Everything's wonderful. I'm really tempted to sync with Z just to get that 50 science or 500 science out of there quickly. But we're not going to. We'll wait to the next stream to do that. One final thing we are going to do before we leave this stream, I want to check how much science I have. 707, I mean. And spend it. Because we're going to want to, next stream, I want to be able to launch my vessel with the gravioli detector. There we go. So we'll send another race rover probably. But this race rover is going to end up going to Mimnus to meet up with the space station there once it lands. Let's see, what other thing? I only got 157 left. Anything that is worth grabbing these? Oh, so close. Actually, kind of need. Ooh, I don't need the cupola until later, but I do need the cupola eventually. And those are totally not important, right? Yeah, that's propellant tank. Those are totally not important to my next design. In fact, I can check that. Let's see, make sure that I have the science for all this, for what I want to do next stream. Like coming in here real quick and looking at my... I want to look at the mining upgrade. Mining upgrade. Okay, what do we not have here? Oh, dang it. Let's see here. If we try to launch it, it'll tell us what we're missing. We're missing the OKT. What? A Dawn electric propulsion. What? How do I have that on here? Oh, the probe. I forgot this little probe body down here. This little probe body is meant to be xenon powered. I'll have to switch that. This whole probe is not compatible with my current science. But if I take this probe off, right? I'm going to take it off. If I take this probe off, I bet it would let me launch it. Which probably means if I just switch the parts on this probe to lower tech, particularly the controller and the propulsion unit, if I switch that to lower tech, I should be able to launch this now. Right now, if I hit launch, okay. Good thing there was something on there. I was just going to say abort the launch. So yeah, that is the problem. There, I can either grab the science to be able to do the xenon power, or I can redo this satellite, which I'll probably just redo the satellite because having the electric propulsion is probably not that important on it. It's just meant to drop into. It's just meant to drop that satellite before it lands the main mining upgrade for the science station, for the science lab. This will actually attach to the station, either via the large docking port or the small one. So that's going to be the thing that we want to launch next after we land our station on Mimnus. So next stream, we're going to be taking our space station that we have, or currently orbiting the moon, our science lab. We're going to be taking it to its next destination. I don't want to say final destination because it's definitely going to be leaving Mimnus eventually too. But the next destination is Mimnus, where it is going to land. And I'll be sending this refueling unit back up to it to connect with it at Mimnus, where this will be able to refuel that science lab, and it will then be able to travel on to any other moon it wants throughout the system. That's the plan anyway. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and if you haven't checked out Twitch's channel, you should definitely go do that, because if it weren't for him, I would not be able to do this awesome multiplayer Kerbal stream. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you later.